Jai Bhim, Namo Buddhaya, Jai Mahatma. First of all, I wish you a very, very happy Buddha Purnima to all of you. Today, I would like to discuss one subject like what is coming into the mind of the non-Buddhist people while they are hearing about Buddhism or while they are seeing the photograph of Buddha, what is coming into the mind of the non-Buddhist people. For most of the people, it is nothing more than another Hindu god, actually. I believe so. So, when you're considering the houses of the CST, especially, they are having only one room. In that room itself, more than 5 or 6 gods are there. Even they don't have the space to accommodate any more god over there, and their forefathers didn't worship Lord Buddha, and this is the reason why they don't know Buddha. So for them, the first they are hearing and seeing, it is they will be considered like another count of any of the Hindu god. This is the coming in the mind of the most of the people because they don't know about the Buddhism and all. So if this is the situation in such a case, actually, if you would like to uh, teach the Buddhism as well as Ambedkarism and all, as an educated people, they will listen to us, they will understand the reality. Even after, they will continue as it was before. So that means even after understanding the real situations or real history and all, they are not coming out with the actual things to be done. So this is the biggest question at this time to be answered, like what is holding them back, what is stopping them to take a bold decision in line with their understanding. This is the question to be asked, the question to be answered. So while thinking about the answer of this question, so we have to understand what are the social problems they are facing actually. That means, so you can see that main two problems like religious belief and the political party. So as an untouchable or the while being an SC/ST people, most of the people they will try to cover their identity by utilizing this great opportunity, that political party as well as the religious belief. But at the same time, rest of the people, the caste people, would like to utilize these two golden opportunities for the virtue of their community. They don't want to cover anything, so they will be always utilizing these two things for the virtue of themselves as well as their community requirement. But at the same time, the untouchables or rest of the people are trying to cover their caste by these two things. So they are being forced to be silent all the time. So we are losing that opportunity to get anything from those two main part of the society. So this is one thing. And the other thing, if you are dividing the Dalit community like two categories, like the elite class Dalit and the rest, like the elite class, like maybe somebody having some work or houses or a good job, something like that, and all. So those people will be living with other, mingle with other people and all. So whenever some atrocities and everything is happening, out of this people, that elite class people, more than 70 or 80% people, they will not reveal themselves as they are from this particular category. So at least 25% of those people, they are being forced to come across in line with the atrocities their society is facing. So in such a case, while they are revealing, they are talking about the things, the people who is surrounding with them, they will tell like, it is not appreciable to talk about religious or caste related things in a progressive society. But at the same time, our people are being suffered or suffering on regards of the caste only. The rest of the people are not being suffered and they are not suffering. So this is the reason why they have no problem to be in a silent mode. And all these people other than the Brahmins had made the strike before in line with their liberty as well as their requirement, and they achieved in those strikes, and this is the reason why they are very systematic right now. So they are having some salary people only to talk in line with their requirement. They are doing it properly. So rest of the people will be acting or moving or talking like a gentleman. They will not talk anything much about the caste and all these things and all. At the same time, the distributed people like this or non-organized people like the CST community, they are being forced to protest at least by themselves in line with the atrocities what they are seeing on day by day. So this is happening. At the same time, the other unorganized people like they are being considered as an untouchable, and even though they are having the very good education and all these things, their class, their education is regardless in line with their karma, like in line with the caste system. You know that nothing, even though no other system is there, there is only one system will be always existing, that is nothing but the caste system. So all the people are, once the people are thinking on regards of the caste system, the education, the class of the people and everything regardless, so they are being forced to consider themselves most of the people have been forced to consider considered as untouchables. That is one of the biggest things we are facing. So these are the main social problems I believe we are facing at this moment. So so what is so now I believe this is the time to get the answer of the question I asked before, that what is stopping to take a bold decision while considering the actual understanding. So the people they are having the prejudices definitely, and the caste system is very live in all over India. So they are being considered as isolated. So if you are grouping together, if we people are united together, so they will have that that prejudices in their mindset will be avoided. They are having the feeling that they are not being isolated. They'll talk each other. They will feel the enjoyment of the unity. On that time they are further think about their past, their actual history, their actual forefathers sacrifice for the liberty of ours, what they had done, what is the original history of India, what was Baba Sahib done to us, what was Mahatma Iyengar done to us. All these things, while we are understanding the actual history with the support of all these big people, definitely we will be proud of that, and that will give the biggest liberty. That means the mindset of the people is going to be changed. Once it has been changed, it is ready to cultivate anything. On that time, if you are teaching the Buddhism, Ambedkarism, or whatever you would like to teach them, they will accommodate that one. So the biggest thing, the biggest challenge what we have to do at this moment is that we have to create such a land to cultivate. Otherwise, without creating such a beautiful land, we cannot expect the good harvest. I believe this is the biggest thing we have to spend most of the time. I know this is not a small thing, but again and again we are repeating the same thing. Actually, we all people would like to, if people are ready to unite, but at the same time, 0.1% of the people who all are consider themselves as the caste leaders as well as the political leaders from our side, they are the biggest mistake, or they are the biggest problem for our unity. So they are the powerful people, or if I am telling they are not the powerful. I cannot say that they are the powerful people, but if I am taking the words of another one person, that we are being suffered by the power of the powerless people. Like that, when they are having the power, they don't know actually how to utilize that power. This is the reason why we are being suffered, still we are suffering. So we have to overcome that situation, And in Kerala, we already trying to unite together. We already almost more than 80 people, 80 organizations. We almost trying to unite together. We already prepared one WhatsApp group, and discussions are going on very well. So this is the initial step we have taken, and I believe I request you all also have to start some initiative. So once it has been done, once it has been united, once the mentality has been changed, once the prejudices is avoided from the mindset, a beautiful place is there to cultivate, a beautiful place is there to accommodate anything, including Buddhism or Americanism or whatever. This is the main thing we have to spend the time at this moment, I believe. So this is what would like to share with you people right now, and thank you for listening me. Thank you very much. Jai Bhim, Jai Mahatma.